Yo, how you doing? To the start. So today I got something cool for you guys. I'm gonna show you how I did it and how you can do this yourself as well. So as you've seen by the B-roll, I've just built this huge desk. I needed to build this desk because my girlfriend is using the other desk that we have in our office space over there to work on her bikini line that is, by the way, coming up soon. And so that left no space for me to put my, my computer, my screen and everything, which I've been using over there. In the desk over there, that happens to be our dining table as well. And since we've built 90% of our furniture in the house over here, I just thought, well, I'm just gonna make it myself, right? So here's the list of parts that you're gonna need. They're gonna be on the description as well, so let's get to it. So first of all, you're gonna need some wooden boards. The one that I went for is 3.8 centimeters thick by 14 centimeters wide. You're gonna need some wood glue, some wood stain, your preferred color, a power drill, a sandpaper and sander, pocket hole jig, a tape measure, some safety equipment, J-clamps, fancy legs of course, some screws, and lastly a circular saw. Alright, so now that you know all the parts that you're gonna need for this project, let's talk and more work. Bora! So just some tips when going to purchase the lumber for your projects. You're going to want to check for any type of bend, curves or warpiness. Try to get them as straight as possible, because trust me, that's gonna make your life a lot easier afterwards. Once you have all your boards and the materials needed for this project, you are good to go. So the first step is to just dry fit the boards together and try to get the top as flat as you can. After you put them together, just give a quick check and you can go ahead and number these boards so you don't lose track of the order you firstly put them in. Then you're gonna take your tape measure and a pencil to mark the drilling spots for the pocket holes. Try to get them as evenly as possible. Here I am doing them every 40 centimeters. After you've done that, get your J-clamps and secure your board to your working top, and once they're secured, get your pocket hole jig and place it roughly in the middle of the board and get to drilling. Make sure when drilling, don't force it all the way down at first. Pull it back a few times just to remove the sawdust from inside, and you should get something like this where the screw is halfway in and halfway out going into the next board. And do the same for the sandwich boards, but make sure you drill the pocket holes going in from the main section to the sandwich boards and not the other way around. Now you can sand the sides with a coarse grit and then clean it to promote better adhesion for the glue before you start applying it. Apply a good amount of glue to the sides and spread it, and after that you can go ahead and start screwing the boards together. And here I would advise you to put them against the wall or have somebody applying pressure just so you can get it as straight as possible. Here you're gonna measure to cut the middle section, which in my case is 1.72 meters. That after adding the 28 centimeters of the sandwich board comes to a total length of 2 meters. Then you're gonna set your circular saw to cut with the blade going past just a little bit over the thickness of the wood. Put your mask and your safety goggles on and get to cut. Here you want to try and follow the line as best as possible to get a straight cut, which I didn't. Place the sandwich boards on the middle section just to mark where to cut those, and repeat this process. Once you have everything cut to size, dry fit them on the floor again just for you to have a rough idea on how this is going to look, and then proceed to doing the same process as before, just gluing them, spreading the glue and screwing them together again. Put it against the wall or have somebody just to apply force just so you can get this straight, because this helps a lot. Time to get to sanding. Whether you're gonna use an electric sander or you're going to hand sand, you have to do 2 passes on it, going from a coarse grit to a fine grit. In my case, I'm using an 80 grit followed by a 180 grit. And after you sand it all down, feel how smooth the top is. If it is to your liking, just grab a damp cloth and clean all that excess sawdust from the top and get to the fun part of the build, which is staining. So get your preferred stain and mix it well until you get a nice and consistent color on it and very smooth. After that, just damp your cloth on it, spread a few drips on the top and get to spreading. So you spread it really nice and even. You're gonna want to do at least 2 coats, in this case at least 30 minutes in between the coats, so you let it dry and set it down, and then you do another one and you get to this. Now all you got left to do is place and screw the legs in, and with that you will have an amazing handmade real wood desk that you can game on, you can work on, watch some content, and just be extremely happy that you made it yourself. Check it out. Ooh, damn. And I can't believe it's finished. Took me quite a while, few weeks, not due to the build, but because I wasn't feeling very good for these past weeks. But now I'm feeling really nice and I got around to finish. Man, I couldn't be happier. Just look at this. This is one sexy desk. Man, it was a really enjoyable process. It wasn't particularly hard, you know, like crazy hard, but it was a lot of work, and that's for sure. I ran into a few problems, especially when trying to attach the boards together like this with the pocket holes. The first time around I put them really close to the edge, so when I put them together and then I attached with the screws, the connection wasn't very strong and so made them, you know, break apart. So I had to remove all the screws and put the pocket holes in the very middle of the boards, and then the tight bond was amazing. As well as trying to get the boards to align properly, because despite my effort to get, you know, the most perfect and straight boards out there, they still come a little bit crooked. So sometimes they would be a little bit like this, and they would be a little bit like this. So, you know, I had to apply a lot of pressure just to make them kind of even. And then I ended up putting the sandwiches on the sandwich boards on the end as well, just to make that more of a secure fit, and, you know, looks great, looks really nice. And yeah, but like I said, could be happy with this. I really encourage you guys to do something like this. It doesn't have to be a huge desk like this, but I don't know, just start a little project, something small, because the feeling that you're gonna experience after you finish building something on your own that you envisioned, and then at the end is like exactly how you want it, man. It's amazing, it's incredible. It just looks amazing, just makes me feel like now I want to sit here and do more work. It's just incredible. Plus, I was looking at something like this online to get, and it was around 500 to 600 pounds, right? So yeah, I just decided to make myself, and I think this one at the end came around something like 250. I'm gonna put there in the video. So yeah, just plus, man, just a lot of positive things about this, man. So I'm happy, bro. Like, I don't know. And yeah, just guys, let me know if there's anything you would have done different about this build, or, you know, anything that you'd like to add, or any suggestions for next time, because I'm sure this is not gonna be the last thing I'm gonna be building, because I love doing stuff like that. So yeah, I encourage you guys to try it. Okay, try it. Don't think you can't, because if I can without no experience, you can as well, right? And that's gonna be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I see you on the next one.